Hello everybody, so we are going live again today, and today we are coming from Chile, and it is very chilly here, especially in the nights as well. So I don't actually want to talk about Chile today. I want to talk about something that I experienced last week, which was in a place called Potosí, which some of you may have seen when I was in Bolivia, and I went down the mines, and it was actually an active mine where there's people that are working here now. So this one's for anybody really that maybe doesn't enjoy their job, hates their job, never takes time off for themselves, maybe that's constantly working all the time, chasing money, work, and they never give themselves a break. So if that sounds like you, or if this is something that you'll be interested in, I want you to stay to the end, because I'm sure there's many nuggets that you can take away from this one. So like I say, I was in Bolivia last week, and I was in a place called Potosí, and there is an active mine there, and it's actually a day trip. It's a tour where the tourists can obviously go there and they can descend down into the mine, deep down, and it was absolutely crazy. And this mine, like I say, is active, and it's believed to be approximately or up to around 13,000 people working in the mine at any given moment. So I couldn't believe the numbers. Is absolutely crazy. So yeah, we obviously arrived as a group to the mines, and we start to make our way into the mine, and then we start to descend. And straight away you can feel like it's hot and then it's cold, and there's just so much dust from obviously all of the rocks and the stuff that's being mined in there, because they're mining for silver. And these individuals that are anywhere between the ages of 14 and 40 roughly, they're mining the materials, or the rocks, the stones, the minerals, and then they're filling up the crates, which are approximately 1.5 tons, and then they have to manually push these crates, or these buggies, these carriages out, and in order to for the rocks or the minerals to be sent off. And I say from 14 to 40 roughly, because these guys, sadly, they don't live until much older than 30, 40 years old, because of their lungs. Like, the amount of dust that they're breathing in and shit they're breathing in on a daily basis is absolutely crazy. So like for me, I was down there for 2 hours, and I could feel it on my lungs. Like, sometimes I couldn't breathe, and I had a mask on. My eyes were just killing me. They were stinging so bad. And even now, 1 week later, every time I blow my nose, blood comes out. And I spent 2 hours down there. So just imagine, these guys are down there for 8, 10, 12, sometimes 20 hours, like depending on how much they have to work. So it's absolutely crazy. So the reason why I wanted to come on, because I want to talk to you about the lessons that I learned from this, and how you can apply certain things in your life. Because I honestly believe that I'm happy to say that at least 90% of people that are watching this, or that will watch this video back, they have the ability or the luxury or, the privilege of choice in life. Like, these individuals, they don't get to fucking choose whether they have to go to work or not. They have to get up every single day and go, whether they're 14, whether they're 40, whether their back hurts, whether they got a bloody nose, whether they can't breathe because they've got this disease or this issue that they get from all the shit that they breathe in on a daily basis. They don't get a choice, because it's either work or don't survive. They got families to look after. So when we're sat there and we're complaining about the jobs that we have back at home, for me, personally, I will never complain about any job in my life again, because there's not many jobs out there that are going to be more difficult than this. So, yeah, like I say, if you don't enjoy your job, or if you find yourself chasing money or constantly working, then listen up, because, so many people in life I've seen that are so committed to their jobs, especially young adults between sort of 20 and 30 or mid-30s, they're so committed to their job that they have been brainwashed by society, and they now believe that they have to work, constantly chasing money, and they get so caught up on these job titles and these certificates, which are a load of bullshit anyway, because all the certificate is proof that you could concentrate and sit and learn to be able to achieve a result in a test. So you've just remembered something. It doesn't mean that you're good at the job. It just means that you've been able to remember something to then pass the test. So don't get so caught up in life about your job titles or the certificates that you got, because so many people attach their self-worth for their job title. Like, you are not your job, okay? You are not whatever this degree says you are. You are you as a person. You're whole and complete as an individual. Like, you are not your job. So don't get so caught up on having to prove to other people that you've got this job title over your head, because that is not who you truly are. So yeah, I just want to talk about when people are so committed to making money and they believe that they have to work all the time. And listen, if they're chasing money, or if you're chasing money, you're going to be stuck on the treadmill of life, paper chasing for the rest of your life, because money is just numbers, and money goes on forever, and numbers go on forever. So that means you're just going to be chasing money, because no amount of money is ever going to be enough if you're chasing money. So yeah, obviously, like I say, like, it's good to make money. Like, we all need money in life, but so many people get so caught up on making money. Like, they live to work. They don't work to live. Like, we all need to work at some point and get money to then be able to survive. But don't live to work. Don't feel like you have to go to work for the sake of it. Like, so many people create these lives for themselves where they have all this shit. And there's a quote, and it says, we buy this shit that we don't really need to impress the people that we don't really like. And, it gets to a point in your life where the things you own end up owning you. And I've been there, I've been there myself. Like, I had the cars, the house, all of that shit that society says that we need in order to be happy, successful and perfect. But I had all of that, and all it was is a big, giant trap. Like, we don't need this shit in our lives. So number one, you can start cutting down on those things that you don't really need, because you need to assess your wants and needs in life, and just get a pen and paper and just start writing down, what do I want in life and what do I actually need to survive. But you need to make money the result of what you do and not the reason why you do it, because so many people are just doing things for money, but they're not actually chasing, say, fulfillment. Stop chasing checks and start chasing fulfillment. Because I see a world where people stop chasing money, start pursuing purpose and focus on fulfillment. Because that's what's important in life, is fulfillment. Because, yeah, you can have happiness from these things that we buy, but there's a big difference from happiness and fulfillment, because happiness doesn't usually last. It's temporary. It's a temporary feeling. Yeah, you get happy because you bought a new house, a new car, a new watch. But that feeling goes as soon as you see a better one and you start comparing yourself to others. And then you're never really truly happy. You need to be fulfilled rather than happy. And yeah, of course, like I say, like, it's good to make a decent wage or decent money. But you can obviously buy things with money, but you can never buy fulfillment. So make sure as well that you're not just chasing money all the time and working. Make sure you need to take time off for yourself, because if you don't take time off to, say, enjoy the fruits of your labour, or to reward yourself or appreciate yourself for all the hard work, then what the fuck is it all for? Like, why are you even going to work in the first place? Just to work more. So you need to take time off, because so many people get caught up on just, say, working, that they never take time off for themselves. But you need to understand that if you are in a job and you're working for an employer, that you as the employee are there to make money for your boss. Because if you're working, your role, like I say, is there. You're going to make money for your boss, because as much as your bosses say that they care about you, most bosses really, deep down, they don't really give a shit about your happiness or your quality of life, because all you are there is to help them build their dreams and not your own. So you need to just remember that, because if you died tomorrow, then over the next few days, there's going to be adverts and interviews out there to fill your role. But just know that if you did die, there would forever be a hole left in the souls of your friends and family, because there'd be a void left in their life for the rest of their lives. So whatever you do, just Don't get so caught up on making a living that you forget to make a life. Because you don't need to work for all of this fucking money all of the time. Yeah, we need money to live, to survive. But you don't need all these fancy things and every single thing that you see on social media and on adverts, television. You don't need that shit. So just say to yourself, what's going to make me truly happy and fulfilled? Rather than these temporary feelings that we feel that we need to have. Like cars, watches, clothes and all this shit. Like, we don't need it. But what is going to make you truly fulfilled on a daily basis? Like, what's going to make you want to wake up and get out of bed? And for me, it's mission, it's purpose. Because, the person without purpose will find pleasure in distractions. You need to wake up with intention every day and just think, how can I help make the world a little bit better just by doing something with meaning, like live intentionally? Like, what can I do to provide value to the universe or to the world, to other people, to help make the world a better place? And I'm telling you, that feeling of fulfillment, no amount of money is ever going to be able to buy it. So just figure out what it is that you want to do in your life and just start taking action steps towards it every single day. And look, it's okay not to know your purpose right now, but it's not okay to not be in constant pursuit of it, because so many people are just like stuck in these jobs that they hate or they don't like, and they're just doing it for the sake of earning money because they think they need money in order to survive. Yeah, of course. But is there not a way that you can just start looking for alternative ways in order to start building your future rather than building somebody else's? Because if you don't start building your own life, you'll forever be used as a tool to help someone else build their dreams, So just figure out what it is that you want. And then don't give up. Just start taking small steps on a daily basis, because slow progress is better than no progress. People think that they just got to take these big, giant steps in order to build their dream life. No, you don't. You take small, consistent steps on a daily basis, and over time, they're going to compound to these huge things. Because it's the small things that become the huge things. So anyone that's listening to this, and you're not enjoying your current reality, I challenge you to just start making steps, start making changes, because if nothing changes, then nothing changes. And if you don't go after what you want in life, and you constantly help someone else building theirs, and you're not satisfied, you're not fulfilled, you're not happy doing that, then there's going to be a hole left in your soul, because the soul does not lie, nor can it be lied to. And if you're not following your purpose, your path, your soul's going to understand that, and it's going to realise that, and it's going to show up in different ways, and you're never going to be truly happy or fulfilled. So start figuring out what it is that you want, and start taking those uncomfortable action steps in that desired direction or towards your desired destination. So thank you so much for listening today, and I'm going to catch you on the next live. See you, everybody. Thank you so much.